Good morning, students. Welcome back to chemistry classroom once again. Today, I will start from allotropy. Already, I have discussed in the previous class. What is allotropy? The phenomenon of some elements existing in different forms is called allotropy. So, it is a kind of incident when an element existing in different forms. These properties is known as allotropy. The term allotropy has been derived from the Greek word allos and tropes. Allos means other and tropes means form. So different form of any particular element, that is allotropy. The different forms of an element are known as allotropes or allotropic modification. So different form of an element are known as allotropes or allotropic modification. The allotropes of an element are chemically the same but different from each other in structure, atomicity, or both. So the allotropes of an element are chemically the same but the different from their structure, atomicity, and both. Carbon, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur are some common elements that shows allotropy. Diamond, graphite, and the fullerenes, etc., are allotropes of carbon. So, diamond, graphite, and fullerenes are the allotropes of carbon. Dioxygen and ozone are allotropes of oxygen. You will learn about the allotropy of other elements in higher classes. So basically, student, you have to learn these two portions. These are diamond, graphites, and fullerene are the allotropes of carbon. Same way, dioxygen and trioxygen, ozone, are the allotropes of oxygen. The allotropes of an element differ in physical properties. And though they are chemically the same, they differ in some chemical properties too. Basically, the allotrope of an element, they are chemically same but they are physically different from each other, that they differ in some chemical properties too. For example, graphite is a good conductor of heat and electricity, whereas diamond is not. And though both of them are chemically carbon, graphite burns in air to give carbon dioxide at 700 degrees Celsius, whereas diamond does not. So diamond does so at 900 degrees Celsius once again. So what is the meaning of this particular portion? So basically, as because graphite is allotrope of carbon, it is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Same way, diamond is not. Otherwise, the graphite and carbon, both when burned in air, they produce carbon dioxide at 700 degrees Celsius. But in case of diamond, it burns and releases carbon dioxide but 900 degrees Celsius. Again, ozone absorbs UV rays, whereas dioxygen does not. So ozone can able to absorb UV rays, but dioxygen, O2, it it cannot absorb the UV rays. And though both of them are oxygen, ozone is a much stronger oxidizing agent than dioxygen. Allotropy of carbon. Carbon exists in crystalline as well as amorphous form. Diamond, graphite, and the fullerenes are the crystalline forms, and charcoals, lamp black, coke, and gas, carbon, are the amorphous form. In fact, the amorphous form of carbon are found to contain extremely small crystals of graphite, hence they are also called microcrystalline forms. So normally, the form of carbon, these are diamond, graphite, and fullerenes. They are available in crystalline form. But in case of charcoal, lamp black, coke, and gas carbon, they are found in actually amorphous form. The crystalline forms of carbon. It is crystalline forms. A carbon atom is bonded to three or four other carbon atoms. So whereas in case of crystalline form, one carbon atom attached with 3 or 4 other carbon atoms. These atoms in turn are bonded to other carbon atoms. In the different crystalline forms of carbon such as a diamond and graphite, the atoms are arranged in different manner. So basically in case of crystalline form of carbon, whereas one carbon atom attached with 3 or 4 carbon another atoms. But in case of diamond and graphite, the arrangement of carbon atoms are different. Diamond. Diamond is the costliest gemstone. Costliest gemstone and the hardest natural substance known. It is so hard that it can only be cut by another diamond. So diamond is too hard, that's why we have to use another diamond to cut any diamond. Diamonds are formed at high temperature and pressure that exist over 100 kilometer below the earth's surface. So इसके नीचे दाग लगाना. Normally 100 kilometer below the earth's surface normally diamond is found. They are brought to the surface along with the carrier rock kimberlite. So normally kimberlite के साथ ये diamond मिट्टी के ऊपर लेके आते हम लोग by volcanic action. They form only one part in over 15 million parts of the rock. मतलब बहुत कम अमाउंट में ये डायमंड फॉर्म होता है. डायमंड्स आर फाउंड मेनली इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया, बोट्सवाना एंड साउथ अफ्रीका. So basically you have to learn this line. Below the 100 kilometer to the earth's surface, from the earth's surface, diamond is basically found and it brought to the surface along with another rock जिसका नाम क्या है, kimberlite. इसके नीचे दाग लगाना, kimberlite or 100 किमी by volcanic action. Next, diamond is artificially produced by heating graphite at a high temperature and pressure. So normally इस लाइन को भी याद करना है. Artificially diamond is produced by heating the graphite at a high temperature. The temperature is most probably 5000 degrees Celsius and the pressure will be 1 lakh atmospheric pressure. So two conditions are there, the high temperature and high atmospheric pressure. Temperature will be 5000 degrees Celsius and pressure 1 lakh atmospheric pressure. Diamond is generally colorless. However, the colored varieties yellow, brown, red, green, blue, gray or even black are also found in nature. The color arises due to the metallic impurities. So इसके नीचे दाग लगाना. Normally diamond is colorless, but it is available in different color because due to the presence of metallic impurities between the diamond. The less costly varieties gray and black, they have no uses as gemstones. So normally gray और black color का जो diamond मिलता है, they have no uses as a gemstone and are also used for cutting glass and drilling rocks. So as because diamond is too hard, that's why gray and black, they have no gemstonal value. That's why they used for cutting glass and drilling rocks. Next, properties. Diamond is the hardest solid known. सबसे hard है. It has a density of 3.51 gram per semi-cube. A property cut diamond bends back a great percentage of light falling on it. That is why it sparkles. The ability of a substance to bend light depends upon a property is called refractive index. इसके नीचे दाग लगाना. So what is refractive index? It is a property by which a great percentage of light when falling on it, it starts to sparkles. So the ability of a substance to bend light depends upon a property is known as refractive index. Diamond has a very high refractive index. So what is refractive index? It is a property by which when a substance has ability to bend light depend upon a property and it start to sparkle when a high light falling upon it. The property is known as refractive index. It has a very high melting point. 3930 डिग्री सेल्सियस, इसके नीचे भी दाग लगाना. द मेल्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ डायमंड दैट इज 3930 डिग्री सेल्सियस. It has a bad conductor of electricity. It does not allow electricity current to pass through it. When ignited, it burns in air at 900 degrees Celsius and in oxygen at 700 degrees Celsius to give carbon dioxide. So as well as carbon, as because the allotrope of carbon, जब हम normally डायमंड को 900 डिग्री सेल्सियस में बर्न करेंगे and the presence of oxygen, it will be burned at 700 degrees Celsius and it produce carbon dioxide. Structure. In diamond, each carbon atom is bonded to 4 other carbon atoms. As shown in figure, look at the figure. One carbon atom attached with another 4 carbon atom. The central carbon atom is bonded to 4 atoms placed at the vertices of the tetrahedron. So tetra means 4. So here is a central atom attached with 4 vertices carbon atoms. The other carbon atoms in turn also tetrahedrally bonded to 4 carbon atoms each. So whereas ये vertices carbon are added with each other tetrahedrally to form a diamond. This kind of bonding results in the formation of giant molecule in which the carbon atoms are packed closely. The fact that carbon atoms are so closely packed in diamond accounts for its high density and hardness. As because the carbon atoms are very closely packed, that's why diamond is too hard and its density is most. The strong chemical bonding between the atoms gives diamond its high melting point. As because the carbon atoms are very closely packed, that's why its melting point is too high. So student, I hope all of you understood what I've discussed in this video. So for today, up to this portion.